Good late afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Sage here. You're watching Kalkine TV live from Sydney. And let's get on with the last show of the day, the last trade, where we'll discover all the latest market action from the local bourse and beyond. So please keep watching till the end. At the market close, the ASX 200 ended lower, dropping 11.80 points or 0.16%. The index has lost 1.18% for the last 5 days, but sits 4.46% below its 52-week high. And on the sectoral front, 7 of 11 sectors ended higher. Healthcare was the best performing sector, gaining 1.39% and rebounding from its recent decline. Let's look at the top gainers and losers of the day now. And the best performer today was BlueScope Steel, up 4.3%. It was followed by Viva Energy and Clinuvel Pharmaceuticals. Other top performers were Helios and Sonic Healthcare. In the red zone, Magellan Financial Group was the biggest laggard after losing a key mandate as pressure mounts on the asset manager. And other stocks in the red zone were Simic Group, Nanosonics, Unity Group and St Barbara. Let us now look at the stocks that interested the investors today. Simic Group has finally responded to its over 15% fall in its share price. And the company said it was not aware of any information concerning it that has not been announced to the market, which could have caused the share price to fall. However, the exit from the Middle East region and BIC contracting could be a factor. And the Australian fertiliser giant Incitec Pivot has struck a deal with the federal government to increase production of urea, the key ingredient needed to make the diesel additive. AdBlue within weeks. Under the agreement, Incitec Pivot and $6 billion Australian dollar manufacturer of fertilisers and explosives said it would conduct trials and seek to scale up manufacturing of significant quantities of refined urea to produce the diesel exhaust fluid AdBlue at Brisbane's Gibson Island plant. And shares in consumer finance business Humm Group soared today by 20%. The company said it had received approaches to buy parts or all of the business and it will engage with the potential bidders. Besides, former Chief Executive Andrew Abercrombie would be replaced by Independent Director Christine Christian. And speaking of new officials, mining giant Rio Tinto has selected Canadian businessman Dominic Barton to be its new chairman, replacing Simon Thompson, who will stand down in 2022. Rio shares traded in the red zone today. And the cancer-fighting biotech Illucix will bring its first commercialised product to market in the US after the Food and Drug Administration approved its prostate cancer imaging product, Illucix. Illucix is used as an imaging agent to detect prostate cancer with more sensitivity. That product's already on the market. And shares plummeted by over 6% today. On the new listings front, BirdDog Technology, a global video technology company, started trading on the bourse today. The listing follows a successful IPO, raising 33 million Australian dollars. And we've reached the time for a short break, but please stay with us.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Welcome back. This is your host Sage, and now that we know what the stance is back home, let's move on to the Asian and global markets. And the Asian peers reacted to the sell-off in the US stocks over the weekend. Rising concerns over the Omicron variant and hawkish views of central banks have spooked the investors. And besides that, the Fed's decision to accelerate its withdrawal of pandemic stimulus is also sinking in. MSCI's index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan was down by 0.84%, and Japan's Nikkei plunged 1.84%. South Korea's Kospi tanked 1.33%, and China's Shanghai dropped 0.33%, whereas Hong Kong's Hang Seng fell 0.76%. Wall Street finished lower on Friday as well. Dow Jones and the S&P 500 tanked over 1%, and Nasdaq shed 0.07%. And we've reached the last segment of the show. Let's have a quick look over the buzzing crypto markets performance. And the global crypto market capitalisation stands at around US $2.19 trillion. Bitcoin is currently trading around the US $46,627 mark. Additionally, the second largest cryptocurrency, Ethereum, surged 1.2%, and other currencies mostly fell. Dogecoin prices declined 0.3%, whereas Shiba Inu plunged 2.5%. In other news, the Bank of England is facing challenges in finding the requisite information on institutional exposure to crypto and plans to ramp up the pace of international talks on establishing a regulatory regime for these assets. In India, the Reserve Bank has said that it favoured a complete ban on cryptocurrencies, highlighting serious concerns around its impact on macroeconomic and financial stability and exchange management. Thanks for joining us on that report, but that's a wrap, folks. Hope you found the market closing commentary informative. We'll be back on tomorrow live from Sydney time about 9:30 in the morning with our first report on the pre-market scenario, along with the important updates from the global markets to prepare you for the trading day. And that's all for now. Do take care, stay safe. Sage signing off for now.